Hello, good morning, children. Here we are with our new blog. Those who have missed our Google class yesterday, for them, I have not only discussed in the Google Meet the lesson, plus I have uploaded the video and the PDF as well in yesterday's class. Though we have discussed the same thing in the Google Meet. So if in case anyone missed, the same lesson has been uploaded in yesterday's class. For periodic test, we have just discussed about the three lesson. If there was any doubt, those who have, if you have missed, if you have any doubt regarding any point or topic from those three periodic test lesson, you can text me, ask me, and I will try to make a summary, and try, if I can, then I will make a summary of the three lesson and upload it in the Google Classroom. In case if don't, then there is nothing so hard about it. Just go through the points, and especially the single individual points to study. So if anything else points you are confused, then let me know. Those points, which points to study, they are also there in the books and glossary or meanings. Okay, so today we'll start a new lesson, a new block. The new block is new the empires and kingdoms, and the topic will be the Gupta dynasty. Now in this block we'll be learning about the new empires which came in from the 4th century to the 8th century, and the kingdoms which came in between 4th to 8th century in India. And but today's class especially we'll learn about Gupta dynasty. But in Gupta dynasty there was one king named as Samudragupta. How he expanded his political his empire. So we'll study basically that. Actually, that we'll try to study Samudragupta. So the 4th century of India is known as the golden period of Indian history. The reason was because all the dynasty, this new dynasty came, which took the power from the Ganga Yamuna plains, because these plains are very much important because they were fertile, the transportation can be done, and this time this was done by Gupta dynasty. The founder of the Gupta dynasty was Sri Gupta, but Sri Gupta was not able to expand his kingdom. It was done by his grandson known as Chandragupta I. But more than Chandragupta I, his son, Chandragupta I's son, Samudragupta did very big expansion of the kingdom. And then after Samudragupta came Chandragupta II, who was known as Vikramaditya, who led to Gupta Empire to prosperity. So these are the way the Gupta dynasty has developed, progressed. Okay, and during this period many good things happened, like India were developing in language, art, culture, religion. During this time, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata was composed or completed. During this time, Indians developed the decimal system or the zero, and through which that system Arab took it from India and then spread it to the European countries. So all this happened during this period. Okay. So next is, now we'll see something named Prasati. Now what is Prasasti? You will find in your book also. First, I will give you the definition of Prasasti. Prasasti means a poem. A poem, it's a poem of about a king in his adoration, in his praise. Okay, it's a long poem in praise or adoration of a king is known as Prasasti, which was written down by one poet known as Harisena. He was in the court of this Gupta dynasty, and from this we come to know all the history, and so which we are going to study. So Samudragupta was a legendary king of the Gupta dynasty. Again, I am telling you, we will study today basically Samudragupta. Founder was Sri Gupta. Sri Gupta's son was Chandragupta I, but they could not do too much. No, sorry, Sri Gupta's son was different, and then his grandson was Chandragupta I. They did not expand the empire. Chandragupta I's son is Samudragupta, who expanded the empire. After Samudragupta came Chandragupta II, who was known as Vikramaditya. They did the prosperity of the kingdom. But basically the most important work was done by Samudragupta. So we'll study Samudragupta. So he was a great king. All his description we find in Ashoka Pillar in Allahabad. The inscription was written in Sanskrit by his court poet Harisena. I've already told you. And what is this prasasti? Prasasti is that praise. It is about inscription that praise kings and their lives are known as prasastis. Sanskrit word. This is a Sanskrit word which means in praise of king. That's why it's a praise of king and a long poem. So prasasti was composed by, for other king also prasasti was composed. It was not only Samudragupta. The prasasti was also composed for the Satavahana king, which we studied in the last lesson, the Satavahana kingdom, by Gautami Putra Satakarni. So this kind of prasasti, not only in this empire, other empire was also written down. Now will come Samudragupta. How Samudragupta became big? Now the poet Harisena, he praised Samudragupta, okay, as a poet, great warrior, an erudite scholar and philanthropist. So these are the things that Harisena mentioned in his prasasti, that Samudragupta was a poet, great warrior, scholar, philanthropist. Now in the prasasti, Harisena also described 4 kinds of rulers. Okay, that is another thing. He described 4 kinds of rulers and how these rulers were there, how they ruled and all this, and policies of all this. But today we'll basically read about Samudragupta. Now what happened? Samudragupta, how did he become big? He became big by defeating 9 Aryabhatta rulers who were ruling in and around the Ganga Yamuna, these plains. By defeating them, Samudragupta got the control of Ganga Yamuna plains. Then 12 rulers of the Dakshinapata. Dakshinapata means south side. 12 rulers from the Dakshin side, that means south side, also Samudragupta defeated and got some empire. Now rulers of Assam, Bengal, Nepal, they were small kingdoms were there. Ganashangas, they were very small. They never fight with Gupta Empire. They just said, we are with you, we support you. That's why they paid tribute or taxes to Samudragupta and lived happily. No fighting. And the rulers of Sri Lanka and other parts who are the descendants of Kushanas and Shakas, they also did not do any fight, but they did alliance with Gupta dynasty. How? By giving marriage. By giving marriage, these Kushanas, Shakas of the Sri Lanka rulers, they gave their daughters marriage to Gupta Empire's king, so that they got a relationship, and this way they got collided. And this way Gupta Empire became big and expanded. So the Gupta rulers, what happened? It became so big under Samudragupta and then Chandragupta too, who was known as Vikramaditya. But later on, the Gupta rulers after them was not so powerful. The last powerful ruler of Gupta Empire was Sakanda Gupta. Okay. After them, all they were very weak. They were not very strong, and they fight among themselves. And one more thing was Huns. Huns were a nomadic tribe of Mongolia who had control over Central Asia. They came to India and they also started occupying the place in Assam, Manipur, these side areas. And so what happened? The control of Gupta Empire became small. And another thing was the Samantas. Samantas are the military commanders of the Guptas. They themselves started fighting and tried to take the powerful seats and did not pay taxes to the ruler. In this way, the Gupta empire became small, weak, fragile, and broke down. Okay. So read the section, the Gupta dynasty from the content book, page number 91. Complete S1 in your workbook. Complete PQ 1 and 3 in the notebook. Complete your assignment in the Google Classroom. And if you have any doubt, please contact me. You have time to do all this till Friday. And in Friday, if I can, I will try to do some periodic test discussion and video like that, so that for the exam. And then after the periodic test, we will continue our lessons. Okay. So that's all. So thank you. Stay home, stay safe, and bye-bye. See you again. And we'll come up with something for the periodic test in Friday. Hope so. Otherwise, we'll do the LP2 and just will not give much homework. But we'll try to give some explanation, at least a video explanation of the periodic test like this. So that who did not get the Google Meet class chance to attend, they will understand. Thank you.